Vamshi and Ajitesh, you have to tell us from your point of view. One is this, of course, RERA and its functioning, but also when buyers come to you, how aware are they about RERA? Does anybody talk about what are my rights in the RERA? Does anybody have such conversations with you? And as builders, have you facilitated the understanding of RERA? Do you think it's important at all to share with the buyers? What is the status today?
Can I?
Yes, please.
So, first of all, wherever we advertise, we have to have a RERA number on it. And then when they see the brochure or when they download the brochure from a website, they have to see, or they are seeing in fact, and then they are going to. It's a very tough example, sir. You're mentioning about the 18 elements we have to upload areas, and then we have to give the agreement of sale, allotment letter, and sale deed, right? So you're asking me whether the customers are aware of it or not. They're very well aware of it. They are downloading all the linked documents much before they're coming for the site visit. And also, there are the moment we give the allotment letter, we will also send all the linked documents along with the welcome mail. They are comparing these two, and also they are comparing the agreement of sale when we send for a draft, whether it is as per the RERA or not. So they are very well aware of it, and they are also utilizing the timelines which we have given and all. In general, ma'am, it's like uh, the permission, the period of permission will be equally given as period of construction in RERA also. But usually we don't go to that extent. We will try to finish it off and hand over much earlier. So, and then what we mentioned in the agreement of sale is much more important. So we will stick on to the timelines of agreement of sale, keeping the outer line of RERA. That's how. So the customer is aware of this timeline and the timelines which we mentioned in RERA.
See, I think as a builders, right? Yeah, we have to intimate the buyers on what their rights are. One way how we are doing it is good thing. Like the RERA Act is quite detailed and it's well established. So we have integrated ChatGPT. So instead of like there will be so many rules and regulations that I wouldn't know and maybe our CRM team wouldn't know, but ChatGPT knows everything. And so a lot of time buyers ask that, okay, in case you guys do delay, what is the thing? These are basic things. Or there is a sort of after taking the handover and there's some issue with the building. How long will you maintain it? What is your rights? So we have integrated ChatGPT with it and we have trained it, and it is able to answer every query regarding to RERA. And this actually helps us in our sales. See, ultimately, what is RERA? RERA is a platform which brings the consumers and the builders onto the same page. It is ultimately built for that, right? And if the consumer knows what is or her rights are, they feel more safer, and then naturally they're going to invest more. I'll share some statistics also. In 2015, all the listed real estate listed companies together did a sale of 14,000 crores a year. Listed company means you can assume plain vanilla that they're way more compliant, right? Naturally, because it's part of whatever SEBI regulation and all. Now, 2016 was the year when 16-17 when RERA came. Now, in 10 years, 2025, the listed company share has gone from 14,000 crore per year to 1,80,000 crore sales this year. So clearly, it is indicating that people who abide by RERA is what the market needs. So it's not builder versus RERA, builder and RERA. So we both are on same side of the table to empower the customer. And yeah, I think tools like ChatGPT and these sort of things greatly enhance this entire thing. And we are even making some sort of a content around, like a lecture series around what are the rights of the customer under various sections. So yeah, I think that's you're seeing that, and the players who are probably not able to do that, they are seeing the market share subside.
Good point is that everybody is spreading all over. We want RRR also, we want the ORR also. So we are doing everything together. But I want to now again draw attention to the heart of this conversation. What kind of build we are clear we are going to build extraordinarily in the next probably 50 years. What do you see people wanting the most? What kind of homes? Where do they want to live? Are we ever going to be able to have a builder and amenities kind of bonding where you have all the social infra
Mhm.
available around the new
Mhm.
spaces? I'm sure you think about all these things all the time. I'm sure you obviously think about all these things all the time. So if you could share with us from the top of your mind, what are the things that you are encouraged by? What are the things that maybe you are thinking about? About what kind of homes do people want? Gated communities, what? Tall towers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You want to take it?
Yes, please.
So it is always like three E's will drive the residential thing. One is employment, education, and then entertainment. So wherever there is all three E's are reachable, then that is where most of us would like to have. That is where the market is. So if educational institutions are nearby, employment is nearby, then the entertainment is nearby, then most of the builders would like to have their projects for the better marketability. So that's how we concentrate in those areas where all three E's are available. Keeping that aside, why gated communities are getting more attention is because I'll take an example of standalones where the standalone building is there in the good community or a good colony, but there is a common facility which is a park is not available or which is very small, then I don't get that feeling of community living or the nice colony or something like that. So whereas when we move to the gated community, that is where you'll have all the amenities, including the club and then parks, walkaways,
Yes.
and then now the gated communities, as if we look for like networking, be it be the kids or because the way kids are thinking like I should not have a common friends in community and also in school. So that's how everyone is looking at the communities as well. So and then when again we talk about this high density, yes, from high density locations to the low density locations people are trying to move. So that is where the cost of the infrastructure and all is
Yes.
becoming costly per se. uh, we have one project where 140 flats per acre which will lead to high density, then people who doesn't want to be there, don't want to be there in that, then they want to try to get into the community where the density is less. When the density is less, obviously the cost is more. So
Yes, I can see you are really in favor of processes, and I am sure it would go a long way to help building. Around we were talking about the love for sustainability and green, and how young buyers, or even not young buyers, people would go to any length to have a life which is close to nature, and which builders are trying to introduce strong elements of green in their design. So would you like to share with us, and maybe even anyone who has data on this, how people's minds have changed about how they want to live, and how they want to live in probably more space if they can afford it, or move further, and how they want definitely to be close to people. And this shift, especially post-pandemic, has been very strong. So immediately after pandemic, we got a lot of reports. But as the time is passing, the reports are only getting stronger. It's like the pandemic has kind of changed or rewired the mind of people to look at homes in a very different way. So anybody, please speak on it, but definitely the
so it is again thanks to regulators, they'll also keep more and more conditions in it.
yeah.
If we see the permission letters or the thing,
Yes.
so now there is a one condition which says per flat one tree. So if you are doing around 1,000 flats in a community, they'll also insist you to have 1,000 different plants.
Okay.
So that can be planned like a big, small, or any way. So now that kind of in-depth, even regulators are going and to have the greenery around. Apart from that, we have a tot lot areas where it is up to us to make it beautiful greenery and all. And going by this IGBC norms are
Yes.
also, so the
It actually
again
it increases the pricing of the product, and I think that
Need not be, but it always even there are scenarios where you can cut down cost related to water usage. You can cut down costs related to paints, whereas there are some raw material which will cost us higher as well. So, but to fulfill the criteria of the IGBC, also will go for more solar based and all. So, keeping that, even being in the city, going following the regulatory norms, you can make your existing premises more greenery to comply with the regulatory norms, and then on top it is the builder's responsibility as well to have more and more tot lot area. As they said, it is only 3% or 50,000 SFT, whichever is lower, to have a clubhouse. If we give a clubhouse, one smaller clubhouse for 3,000 customers, then the life is more. It is not. It will be. It is not that comfortable life with waiting for all the clubhouse facility. So it is where beyond the regulatory we have to do a 6% or 7% or having 3% of two different clubhouses. These are the things which we have to make it. And then of course younger generations are moving from higher density locations to the apartments only to have this greenery and independence.
absolutely. So, in all these regulations and all these norms,
Deepak, with respect to Ajite's thing regarding associations having access to the solar power, it's been long after. So very recently, open access system has been introduced, reintroduced into Telangana.
Oh,
But yeah, but only thing is, it is the industrialized organizations can have open access
it's
with the
still in
solar.
public, yeah.
So in fact, through times, I request, like, probably you can also write more about having this open access to the RWAs, because in the city RWAs are consuming lot of power than industries, I guess. So it is a cost saving and also the environmental impact thing. So open access should also come for RWAs.
Yes.
That's
Open access matlab you can buy power from a third party person
third party.
versus only from the government.
yeah, skyrocket. That is true. And I've never thought of it this way. It's a very interesting and genuinely powerful insight to what developers can do next. And do you want to add something else?
One is co-working and the other one is the preschools. These are the two aspects which we have to facilitate. How big or small the community or the clubhouse it is. Preschools are also which is restricting only for the baby care centers or preschools. This we should add.